Just met with the contractor and we went over some great ideas and also all the items that will make this space more valuable. So the railing, you probably can't tell, but this is really gray and just old. So he would just sand that down, super cheap and easy to do. Sand that down, paint it a nice crisp black. Also this, he could just cotter these off, smooth it out and make this look like new. Change this light fixture, change that light fixture. There's new modern covers that we can use here that are more appropriate for the front. And as we discussed, all windows will be re-screened, resurfaced, and painted black and serviced so that they're smooth. We'll make them look like new. He noticed that there's the gas line here. We'll see what the overall project is because we're just planning to stage the exterior, but he had a nice idea that we could always add like a little mini outdoor grill with countertop, you know, almost like a mini kitchen kind of vibe out here for entertaining, or at least a grill. So we can look into that depending on our overall budget, okay? And again, staging, this is gonna look phenomenal with the lights. I mean, this is actually really exciting, the outside. The door, I recommend painting the door a really cool color. I know it's HOA, but this unit is above. I don't think anyone will care because you can't see it from the main area, just an idea to bring it pop to life. Light fixture. Inside, remove all wallpaper, paint the entire home, remove popcorn ceiling, add recessed lighting, add the nice new switches, update all outlets, okay? And then, of course, replace the chandelier. I remove all blinds at the listing, so all of this will be removed. I do like to have a rod with shears, but that's it. It keeps it bright and light. I know you had a question about including a island, which I know it's so big, it kind of feels like it could have it, but he said we can't put the island inside because it will make this feel really crowded, and that we could potentially add a peninsula here by expanding it this way. But if you can imagine with the peninsula there, it actually cuts into the big dining space. So all in all, I think it's better to leave it as is. When you walk in, the first impression is like how big and open it is. I think that alone is a selling feature, and a peninsula is just gonna cost more money and it looks good open. So I recommend we not include that. As for raising the ceiling here, he said most likely this is this way because there is furnace vents up there. If so, he can't remove it. But either way, it's gonna be recessed lighting. The quote will include removing all of these cabinets and replacing them in this shape, in this configuration, with new modern styles. He's gonna send us some depending on what style we want, but I kind of told him what to include in the quote for now, what's level. And then for the countertops, I'll send you one that is just really universal and looks really good. I'll send that to you if you like it, but I asked him to send the quote based on that stone for price range more than specific style, okay? And the floors would all be replaced in the engineered hardwood floor. I asked him to include the one I had mentioned to you, which I've already shopped. It's just like the best value. Of course, we can change it. So he's gonna send the quote including that, as well as replacing all the baseboards with nice 4-inch high to make it feel more modern, okay? And over here for the fireplace, this is a fun one for you and I to work on together because we get to choose. It's such a focal point when you walk in, and we get to give the home personality with it. So I love it. He said this material is super easy for him to just rip out. And if we wanted to keep black, he said the stone is really good. If we wanted to keep it, we're probably just gonna tear that out And then for, you know, he just gave options. So I like doing an accent tile wall all the way up, but if you prefer something a little bit different, he recommends just drywalling this part, getting a nice mantle, and doing the tile at the bottom. So we get to choose. And if either way, whatever we decide to do, he can add a little box here for the TV, like a little electrical box before he closes it all up. As for the fireplace, he needs to make sure that it's working. And I know it looks really bad in here, but this is easy. It's just cleaning it out, and they spray paint it with high heat resistant spray paint. The piping will need to be replaced. He said that the inside of the fireplace, we can go to this place in Hermosa, or if you don't want to go, I can go and pick out something that looks good and that we want. They run around $1,800, but that he can then get it at his place where he gets it for about half. And then this, we would just remove this old school cover, okay? So the fireplace is always fun. This would be replaced when the furnace is replaced. He will be including a furnace in the quote. He does have a guy that gives him a good hookup value on that. So the furnace would be replaced. He said if the building allows HOA, he could also do a mini split, which is the furnace here, and he could do a little mini AC outside somewhere. I told him in the quote to just include the furnace. We don't know if HOAs allows AC, and I don't know if you want to invest in that. For this room, he made a suggestion. If you can see, the gas line sticks out, water pipes stick out. So for this to look really modern, once we put our washer dryer in here, he can actually box these in. So it's inset to the wall, and it doesn't make the piping from the washer dryer, it doesn't make the washer dryer protrude too far out. So I think that's worth a little bit of repiping cost, but I think that's worth, so it looks real sleek in here. He said he believes he has some shaker laundry doors in his storage, and if he does, he'll give them to us for free and switch them out. But either way, he said if it's not that and he's gonna make them that it's on him, he'll make these look nice for us. Okay, let's add light fixture for, oh no, we'll do recessed lighting here, never mind. Okay, so that's this room. And then the bedrooms, both are really the same thing. Removing, you know, nothing special. Oh yes, the doors. So the doors, I recommend replacing them with shaker doors. It's gonna look amazing. And to replace shaker doors and for them to really feel like a new unit in here, we have to replace these skinny door frames. So he replaces the door, he adds a nice flat door frame that complements the new baseboard, and then the new doorknob, and it literally makes the place feel decades newer. I'm not even exaggerating. It's like the easiest transformation. So his quote will include all that. He said the doors are actually better quality than something we can buy because they're the old school doors are made with metal wheels. So his recommendation is to service it, oil it, sand this down, and he can paint this any color. And I've had this done before. We can paint it white, black, silver, whatever we want for the style. And they look like new. I've done it before. It's a big savings. I asked him to add a light in here because it's super dark in this closet. And then between you and I would say even ordering like a cheapy functional Amazon storage closet organizer is very valuable. I mean, you can get one for a couple $100 and it makes a big difference in how a buyer feels like they can fit in here. So just an idea, a little side thing for us to add to our list. As for this bathroom, he found another way to save us some money is to keep this tub. He said that this is a really nice tub, a really good quality tub. So what he recommends, which saves us so much money, what he recommends is ripping out, of course, all the other tile, the shower head and all the plumbing, okay? So we'll add a really nice tile. You and I can pick something really pretty and do it all the way up. Pick some nice plumbing, and then this would be replaced with a glass door. We could do like a half moon glass door, just very, instead of a rail all the way across, it just kind of like goes partially. I'll send you some photos. And of course, new hardware here, new toilet. As for the mirror, I feel like instead of doing a medicine cabinet, like we could pick something really nice and stylish to give it some personality, the lighting. And then vanity, he's gonna send me his vanities. I feel like the nice ones are more contemporary. I don't love it, but I asked him to send me his link because his are very cheap because they're for contractors only. And yeah, and we'll get to pick. So we need to find what flooring tile we want for this, what tile we want there, what backsplash we want. And then if we want to do tile in the laundry room, we could do that. Okay. So that is what, and then this tile we want to pick, and our backsplash we want to pick. So these are like our tile accents that will make the place feel cohesive and give it whatever style we want to represent for the space. So that's the stuff that you and I would work on. And that's about it. I asked him to give us a really, really good value. I told him you're one of my besties and that this is very important for me. So I asked him to give us the best possible deal he could. And he said he would have that to us by tomorrow afternoon. And he confirmed that it would take him about 3.5 weeks. All right, talk to you soon.